What's going on, folks? This is Coach Marcus Pro Fan Talk, and I have seen in NFL, World League, CFL, professional sports in general, the press, the media, social media nowadays, everybody's trying to set their own narrative. And the way they do that is they throw you some softball questions or they throw you some stuff that you're not expecting, basically trying to get a reaction out of you. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because everybody has been talking about the Raiders last week. First time a Browns rookie wins in his first start in like 15, 20 years, whatever it was, a long time. And then, of course, he's been named the starter for the next game. And of course, you're going to get your questions because now you number one. You got some responsibilities and you got to answer some questions, but there's always one in the pack. There's always somebody that's trying to trip you up. There's always somebody that's trying to hit you, make you, cross the trip wire and blow you up. But props to Shedeur for locating that trip wire before he hit it. And he put this reporter in his place because you knew exactly what he was trying to do. And Shedeur's answer shut him down immediately. Let's take a listen.
Hey, Shedeur, not from you, but all your supporters out there say that Kevin Stefanski was sabotaging you.
So you just want to start trouble, huh?
No, I want to ask you what your relationship with him is.
Yeah, well, what people do outside the building isn't really in my control. It's not in my power, so I don't. You act like I go out there and tell them to do whatever. You know, that's not nothing I could control or nothing I could do. But overall, I'm just happy to be here. Coach Stefanski been coaching since I got here, and he's been doing a very great job, with everything that's going on.
Now, there's no reason for somebody to ask a question like that unless you definitely trying to elicit something negative. So already, folks is trying to trip them up. We passed the part of those that didn't like them, hating on them, all of that type of stuff. When you are number one quarterback in this league, you're going to get that regardless. There's going to be people that love you. There's going to be people that hate you. And especially when you a polarizing figure. When you are a polarizing figure like Shedeur, it comes with the territory. And if you've heard Shedeur speak going all the way back to the combat interviews, this is not new for him. He's used to this type of stuff. So he understands what's happening. And he called the dude out. So props for Shedeur not falling for the banana in the tailpipe.
You're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
And getting himself in trouble because right now he's answering the questions right. He's still showing a little bit of his personality, a little bit of his confidence, which that's the thing that nobody likes. But it is what it is. The people that's going to hate on him, they're going to hate on him anyways. The people that don't like his attitude, they don't like anybody confident unless it's their guy. If it's their guy, then they can put up with it. If it's their guy, they want to use all of the correct and positive adjectives they got in their arsenal to pump their guy up.
You gotta understand, right now, I'm in grind mode. Mentally, understanding how to attack this defense that we're going against, and they're a great team. They got great coaches, everything. But that's where I am mentally right now.
But Shedeur is not everybody's cup of tea. So they find things to hate on. And that's exactly what's going on. Now, some people will argue whether he's in good favor with Kevin Stefanski, even if Stefanski doesn't like him or didn't like him. Whatever it is, let's look. And as a head coach, you're supposed to be better than that. Everybody made a big to-do when and again, the optics of it seemed like almost in passing that he mentioned Shedeur getting, having a good game. He didn't even mention the first rookie to win his first start, or he didn't get into all of that. Maybe he didn't know. I don't know. But then you got to look back and just to keep it 100, I think he did the same thing with Dylan Gabriel. He acknowledged them and just kept it moving. No over the top praise or nothing like that. But I got to say, when the rookie steps in and after 1 week worth of preparation, gets your team a win, looks good doing it, You can't even give him a game ball? Come on, son.
But what is your relationship like with him and when we don't see you guys together?
Definitely like a coach. You know, he tells me what I need to do on and off the field. We've definitely grown. Our relationship and everything has grown. So I'm just thankful to be here.
You don't have to go above and beyond to do anything like that. And sometimes it seems like sometimes the optics are that if you give Shedeur any type of praise, any type of positivity, everybody's going to look at you funny or you not doing what you're supposed to do. And that at least that's what the optics are. I don't know what's going on in Kevin Stefanski's mind. I can just tell you what it looks like. Now, having been in NFL locker rooms, I know things can get a little squirrely sometimes in how it's perceived versus how it actually is. And I understand that. I acknowledge that. However, when you have been a head coach as long as Stefanski had, when you've been in NFL or you've been in the professional ranks, as long as some of these guys have, you understand what it is. You can read the room. You know how it's going. And you got to act to match that environment. You got to match the energy. And I'm gonna have to go look. I don't remember seeing it, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. When Dillon Gabriel threw his first touchdown pass, and this is something simple, and because I've had it happen to me when I was a running back, I know what it means to have one of your teammates, one of your offensive linemen do this for you. When you score a touchdown and you run and jump and they lift you up like a baby, they grab you by your hips and they lift you all the way up in the air like, great job. And one of the linemen did that to Shedeur. And I got to go back and see if somebody actually did that for Dillon Gabriel. Because that lets you know that people are invested in your talent. They are invested in you because they understand and they appreciate and recognize what you are bringing on the field. The NFL is a results-based business. You have got to log some W's in that column. And if you and your talent are helping your team win games, everybody appreciates it. This has nothing to do with effort. I'm sure those guys appreciated Dillon Gabriel's effort because he was given effort. But if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Shedeur's got it. And other people on that team recognize it and celebrate it. And when you got somebody running the ship, steering the ship, everybody wants to go to the nth degree to help them out. It's infectious. Everybody wants to get on the same page because then you're starting to create a culture, one of those buzzwords, where everybody wants to help everybody else, and then everybody gets better. Then your team starts winning. That's how you start a culture change. Shedeur said it. Nobody wanted to pay attention to him. They just thought he was just talking smack. But this is how you do it. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to, are you giving your team the best opportunity to win games? And Shedeur Sanders is doing exactly that.